Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So today we are asking a question: what are you attracting? This video will be extended on Patreon, so just to let patrons know, your video isn't coming after I post this on YouTube. Expect it on Patreon within the next couple of hours. And let's go. So pile number 1 is right here, pile number 2, pile number 3. If you need some more time, stop the video right here and I'll see you in timestamps. Hey tribe, pile number 1 people, before I start, I'm gonna post this the same day. So just to let you know, a couple of days left until I will return your mini readings. If anyone else needs a mini reading, there are still a couple available. So check my website out if you are in need. Let's freaking go. So let's start with the message that we have here for you all. And we have a song by Justin Timberlake, Mirrors. It's like you are my mirror start staring back at me. With that, I want to pull a couple of more cards. I didn't want to pre-pull too many here today. And let's see what else we got. Pile number 1. Learning a new skill, working on an existing one. What this made me think of, this song and this card right here, is that a lot of you guys are going to be, literally, some of you maybe done that already, will be seeking for a deeper understanding of what you are good at. You already know you have a couple of really good skills I'm seeing here, pile number 1. But what you are going to be seeking for is an answer. What skill do I want to perfect? What do I like doing? Which job do I want to take? Which new hobby do I want to explore more of? Or maybe that hobby will turn into business. Deepening of a relationship with self, I'm seeing. A lot of you may expect rewards in your careers, in your businesses. If you were not sure where to go next, you are getting answers. If you were unsure, what is the next step to take? But first, you're going to really sit down with yourself and ask yourself a question. What is it that I really want, so that I can start walking towards that? Because I feel like pile number 1 is good at many things. You may be a bit of a magician vibe, where I'm good at art, or I'm interested in art. I could go deeper into sports, design, and you're like, what do I really want to do? Okay, let's see more. Pile number 1. What are you attracting? A level up, I'm hearing. A level up. The next song that we have is by John Vinyl called Addicted. So why don't you stay here tonight? And now let's pull tarot and let's see where these stories are going to take us. Okay, so let's put these right up here. And the deck that I want for you is the Texture Tarot. And every time my hand wants to reach for this deck, I know that I'm talking to people who are creative or have many ideas in their heads. What are you attracting? What are you attracting? Let me adjust you slightly. There you go. On top of 10 of Cups, we have the World. On top of 5 of Cups, we have the 4 of Wands. And on top of the Two of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Cups. Honestly, what I'm getting here, pile number one, is a change in your existing relationship with one particular person. I feel like you have gone through growth together, especially because we're talking about you mostly. And I think you really took time to look at yourself in the mirror, to ask yourself questions. Where do you want to take this connection? And where can it be taken? Someone wants to grow. Someone wants to be better. Someone wants to do a bit of shadow work and to really practice what they have learned through shadow work. So you are strengthening a relationship in your life. But at the same time, it might be happening around the time when you're super busy. You might be juggling a couple of things, a job and a hobby, a job and other responsibilities. If people in pile number one have no idea what kind of connection I'm talking about, expect one. Expect a new one to walk into your life where you're going to find yourself really digging deep into your heart. There is a lot of happiness to be reaped here. But at the same time, there's going to be a moment where you'll see what's hurting you so that you can work on that. You can understand it better. Do not dig it under the soil. What's gonna be hurting you, do not dig it under the soil. This is going to be your chance to evolve. I'm seeing a romantic gesture coming through here too. And it can be from someone who you work with or someone that you sometimes collaborate with on a project, or you ask for advice on your career, on a project, on a job. Someone wants to provide to you. Someone wants to help you out. Someone wants to give you love. I'm also seeing people realize, and I'm jumping between scenarios, know which one is yours because I'm reading for a big group of people here. I'm seeing people, first off, they're not very comfortable where they are, their living situation. And what's happening, because they're not keen on staying where they are realizing what they really want. Where do I want to live and how do I want to live? How do I imagine a well-balanced household for myself? We have Seven of Wands, Page of Swords. And the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Any moms watching this reading or moms to be? There is a lot to do with a family vibe here. For some of you, can expect to have a child. If that's not the case, that child is being represented by your creation, what you're trying to build for yourself. Say, start of a new business, a new idea starts blossoming, you see progress in it. Now, for other people, what I'm seeing here, there's romance in the air here. You may expect a happy home life. I wouldn't be surprised if people moved in together. It doesn't have to be only romantic. It could be with a person that you wanted to move in together with, a friend, a family member. You are succeeding when it comes to your home life. You're feeling secure, you're feeling safe, but there are steps to be taken to get there, and you know this. Some people might be coming back home or might be finding where their home is. where it feels like home. Wherever it is, I don't feel like you're going to go there on your own. You might go there with someone, or once you get there, you are going to create a beautiful relationship with someone that you will want to move in with. Okay? Let's see what else. Anyone has incense on? Because I'm smelling incense. Or like really nice scented candle. Or maybe someone's having a bath with essential oils. Let me know down below. Who am I smelling? Who am I smelling? Next song that we have is by Nico and Vince, Am I Wrong? My prediction, I will be on top of the world, which goes really beautifully together with this card. I will be on top of the world. Don't let them control your mind. That's what I've written first, but then I corrected it. You're alive. So it can be both. Don't worry, you are not alone. Yes, there is a sense of community here. What's interesting, my prediction, I will be on top of the world, and I put it right in the middle while we're talking about your skill set. And the Page of Swords talks about expansion. Don't be surprised if you're gonna pick up a new skill, and that new skill will literally take you to the top of the world. So what you want to learn about and invest your time in that's connected to your careers or businesses, it seems to be blooming in the future. Do not rush the learning process. Research, learn, sign up maybe for a seminar if you need to read a book, because that's gonna be creating a foundation for your successes in the future. Okay? And I'm sensing strong support system whilst you're going through this, because you're going to be pretty busy. I feel some people maybe have families and they want to study something else, or they want to try a new career path. Do not stop learning, because I feel like at the end of this, you will find yourself super freaking successful. There is a bit of a break that someone, I feel like, is putting on themselves. So what is that break for you? What is the resistance there? Find what it is and how you can deal with it, and then you're gonna shoot forward really, really quickly. Okay? So I hope this made sense. I'm gonna extend this on Patreon and see in more detail what is coming through, what you're attracting, what's happening. If you need more content, you can find me there. Or if you need relationship readings, I have a second channel, all linked down below. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, tribe. Hey tribe, pile number 2 people. Before we start, I wanted to say, because I'm posting this on the same day, if anyone needs a mini reading, there are still mini readings available. Head to my website. Straightforward, quick answer to your question, and it has different pricing than my regular long readings, and I am open for this once a month. Let's go. Let's see. What are you attracting, tribe people number 2? A new friendship. Let me pull more cards and we're gonna read them all together. What is pile number 2 attracting into their life? And what I'm getting with this friendship, now, this friendship can turn into a romantic partnership. Doesn't really matter. I'm not looking too far ahead in the future. But what I want to say, this is a cheeky one. Whoever this person is, they have a really good freaking sense of humor. A lot of laughs. Expect a lot of laughs. Or for people who had issues with existing friendship that you want to resolve, there are resolutions on horizon. You're going to resolve any issues that you had before. Now, for those people who had an issue with a friend and you feel like that friend kept continuously maybe using you or putting you down, you're definitely inviting a new friendship into your life, and you are ending the previous one. Okay, let's see more. What are you attracting? What are you attracting? It will be worth it at the end. Okay. Courage. I'm getting courage. Oh, I love this song. Oh God. The song is Haunted Paradise by Black Atlas. If you want to go and give it a listen, he's very flowy, kind of ethereal vibe. The weather so warm in the sky at night, singing, "Oh, I don't wanna go home." Now, anytime I listen to this song, this is a proper like holiday vibe. But, you know, for example, you're on holiday for like seven days. And you mostly remember one of the nights because the weather was perfect. For example, there was no wind, the evening was warm, the sky was full of stars, the meal you had was perfect. You know, when everything is just perfect at that time. And you remember that night most of all the other nights. So that is what kind of vibe I'm getting here, where you're spending really, really good time with someone. You might be visiting a place that at first you're like, I'm just gonna go and see what's up there. But once you get there, you realize, damn, like, look at that building, look at that architecture, the vibe, the energy in this place is just amazing. So especially with this song, a magical place that you're visiting, because even the vibration over there on that land or in that building next to the building seems to be really, really high vibe. You might even want to dig and see what is the history of that land or what was happening maybe in that building, what was its use, or just read about that town overall or country where you're going to. Let's see, I'm gonna pull tarot in a minute. What are you attracting? Yeah, I definitely feel like Aaron Jones. I freaking love this guy. I don't know what genre he is. I think he's considered rock. This band is considered rock, I think. But what's interesting, he's got a voice of a Michael Jackson. I remember my brother sent me the song and he goes, "Do you want to hear how rock sounds with Michael Jackson's vocals?" I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? So if you want to give it a listen. But what's interesting, we have Take Me Away. You guys are going on a journey here, that is for sure. On a plane, maybe some of you are also changing your lifestyle slightly. You might want to maybe live a van life. You rent a van or you buy a van and then you refurbish it and you hop on it and you go, that's what kind of lifestyle I want to live now. But anyway, let's go. The day my fucking mom abandoned me was the day I learned to lie, before she walked away and cried. For a lot of people, now switching stories a little bit, for a lot of people what is happening here is the friend that you did not have when you were growing up, either from mother's or father's side or overall, if you didn't have friendship, your social life is expanding. So open up for new tribe members to come in. You're also becoming much better of a friend to yourself. If people in pile number 2 tend to judge themselves too much, you're learning how to be a better friend in your own head. And I think some people might even say, you know what, would I talk to my best friend like I sometimes talk to myself? No, so why are you doing this? And you're training your mind how to be a better friend for yourself. Other people, what I'm getting here, you might go to either a therapist or a counselor, or maybe do some shadow work where it allows you to free yourself from a past hurt, and that it's deep-rooted hurt I'm hearing, what you did not receive from your family, especially if you were abandoned as a child, if you grew up in a very unstable environment. It feels like you are creating a stable environment for yourself, a lifestyle that you want. Okay, let's go. Let's see which deck we want to use for y'all. I'm hearing literally someone saying, why don't I do that for myself? I can give myself that. So let's start with a plan. We have the Lovers. Do you remember how I talked about the Black Atlas song and I said the evening is perfect, the stars, the weather is warm? This is how this card feels like, right? Everything is magical. We'll see where this takes us. The Fool, I'm not surprised. This is a van life, people, you know? Pack my bags and I'm going. I'm doing overall something that you wanted to do for a while, but maybe you never had balls to do so. You're chasing your magic here. Fuck it, let me go, let me try. You know? And you might be doing it with someone. Remember, we have a new friendship coming through here as your first card. And we're starting with Lovers. Or you may be meeting someone on that journey. The Emperor, the Hermit. You guys somehow are releasing yourself from a situation that makes you feel too repressed. If someone makes you repressed, if someone makes you feel that they are controlling your life too much, or if you feel like I do not seem to fit in society's expectations, you are completely embracing your lifestyle, who you want to be. See, the Fool card sits next to the Emperor card. In this deck, this Emperor is like, you're gonna do whatever the fuck I told you to do, right? And this Fool card, she's not even recognizing that this guy is behind her. She's like, YOLO, living my life, don't really care. The Hermit card also is going that way. You are resisting some sort of structure. You are maybe fighting back against a situation or a person. You're standing up for yourself that made you feel smaller than you are. You're like, this is enough. Nah. This is not who I am to start with. So you cannot tell me what to do because what works for you does not work for me in my life. So learn how to talk to me better. If we were talking to a person, right? That's what kind of conversation I'm imagining happening here. And it makes sense why you've chosen the feather, because the birds fly high and the birds are not tied to having to be in a certain place. And I feel like you're literally embracing the spirit of the bird here. And Aaron Jones' song also goes, Take Me Away. What are you attracting into your life? It will all be worth it at the end. Remember that. Let me see what's up with music. The internet is lagging a bit. Yeah, guys, you're literally going on to adventure of your own life. You may receive a message that somehow impacts you to go for what you want. You may be talking to someone online, sending messages back and forth and talking about what you really want or who you really are and what you want to do next. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people went for a spiritual retreat or just packed their bags and went to explore the world. Because I know that it's not possible just for everyone. This freedom the level of freedom here is different for all of you. But there is definitely some sort of trip that you are taking, and you are taking off. You are taking off. You're ready to experience life. You are very interested in why we came here and spirituality, and you're thinking, why do I have to work 9 to 5? Why do we have to, like, existential questions? Why do we have to go to kindergarten, school, university, a job, then get married, then get old? Why is it structured that way? I do not want to obey what's written for us. I'm not that type of person deep down. So I better act like what I am. So what you're attracting is what you've always wanted when it comes to your lifestyle. Pile number 2. Okay? For now, it feels like you're just making choices. You're like, okay, what do I start with? What do I want to start with? Do I want a cake? Do I want a rose? So if you need to hear the extended version of this, I'll see you on Patreon on the other side. It will come out, Patreons, in the next couple of hours, because I will be doing your reading just after this reading. And if you need relationship content, I have a second channel. But I hope you have a beautiful week, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao. Hello tribe, pile 3 people. Before we start, a quick announcement, because I will be posting this video today. There are still a couple of mini readings left if you are in need of. If you need more information, check out a video on my channel that's called Mini Readings Available, and the rest of the information is in the description box or on my website. Let's go. Let's see, what are you attracting, pile number 3. Love the song. Love Stormzy as a person overall. A song by Stormzy, Do Better. That's how the UK would say that. Let's do better. I know everything is okay. I'ma need you to do better. Let it breathe. Okay, let's pull more and let's see what is the vibe here. What are you attracting? I'm hearing for a lot of you a better discipline in your life. You want to create a better discipline. You want to be better for yourself overall so that you can achieve more. Those who felt like you were procrastinating way too much, because we all tend to do that, don't be too harsh on yourself. Who've been procrastinating way too much, it feels like you are slowly reprogramming yourself to just do little steps, but there is progress instead of just thinking about what you want to do and doing nothing. Let's see, what are you attracting? What are you attracting? Becoming more, of course you're gonna become more creative once you have a better structure, once you learn how to manage your time better. So for example, in this case, I'm gonna give you an example. Someone who was thinking, hey, I'm a painter, I gotta paint this masterpiece, but you know what, I don't know where to start with. What to start with? And they're like, and they're sitting on their couch, looking at that blank canvas, and they go, damn, like there's too much in my head. Where who you are becoming is, instead of saying, listen, I want this to be a freaking masterpiece, you know, and I want it that specific way, you are translating what is happening in your head. For example, if you're feeling chaotic, you're not sure what to do or where to go with this painting, you're literally translating that to your painting. Either chaos, either you're representing roadblocks, either you're representing even procrastination. How does it look like on canvas? Instead of trying to create something that is very polished, you are expressing the emotions. And it becomes art. And it might become one of the most favorite art pieces that you've done. See, that's what kind of example I have for you here. Let's see. What are you attracting? So creativity is for sure here. Give it a listen if you want to this song. There is I'm hearing stage presence, better stage presence, or you are becoming much better at talking or expressing yourself. Why I'm saying that with this song? Because in this song, the vocalist holds his brother down, a pianist, whilst going on stage because the pianist is blind. And from that song, the vision that I saw is the moment when he's taking his brother on stage, and I see a crowd and people are clapping. And we have creativity here. It seems that your creativity is going to be noticed. So there is visibility that you can expect and good results. So where you invest your time in, you want to do better. So you're looking at your shadow self. Why am I always doing this instead of that? Why is this habit so annoying? Let me reprogram. Let's work on that. And once you be patient with yourself here, okay? Because sometimes people can guilt trip themselves once they start doing healing or shadow work, and that just works against them. In this case, it feels like you're slowly implementing different habits into your life that make you more successful in the long run. But it's not only about success. You are becoming much more in peace with yourself. You're becoming better for yourself. What are you inviting? What are you inviting? We have a couple of words talking about breathing. A lighter body, I'm getting. Those who are struggling maybe with their physical bodies, you can expect better health. Jacob Lee, never mind. Breathe another breath and feel us walk with you as you walk alone. There's a mistake here, by the way. As you walk alone. Now, this song is written for people who are stressed, depressed, or anxious. And he was cracking jokes because he goes, this is one of my most fun songs to listen to, but it's written for depression. And what I like here, when I started talking about breath itself, those who are struggling right now mentally or physically, you're finding ways that works for you to feel healthier emotionally, mentally, or physically. I know I can do better, so let me start slow. That's why I kept wanting to tell you, do not guilt trip yourself. A lot of times when we feel down or depressed, or we lack motivation for an extensive period of times, people start guilt tripping themselves. Like, why am I feeling this way? I'm not supposed to feel this way. I should do better. You know, So make sure you don't do that. Or don't get stuck on that blame. Okay? Let's go. Let's pull some tarot. Your self-expression. What you're attracting is better self-expression. Would it be in your art? Would it be expressing yourself to people who surround you, how you feel? You're becoming much more in touch with yourself. Let's use the Triple Goddess Tarot. Let's see. What are you attracting? You're not as closed off. And you're not as anxious. You're not as anxious. Look at this image. 6 and 7 of Wands. Look at this card right here. Someone was being overly defensive. It looks like she decided to have a moment to speak to those people who are holding those wands. And she's like, you know what? Let me add. I have one more wand. Let me add to that. Why are we fighting the fight that is not supposed to be fought anyways? And it seems like instead of resistance, instead of war or conflict, she decides to stick those wands in the background as a reminder that she's protected. I don't know why I'm reading it the way I am here, but that's what it feels like. And she's like, I cannot keep that child over there at all times. I need to let it go out and play. But anytime I'm so stiff and I'm so resistant, the child can pick up all of my stress. Because in this situation, it feels like she's not supposed to fight back. She's supposed to have a chat. Not everything is as bad or as terrifying as it seems for her. So once she relaxes, she's able to make the inner child or children relax too and have a really good time. And start healing. Bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card here. And start the healing process. Remember how I said, this is a lot to do with your health, emotional, mental, physical. Maybe you're not fighting with yourself as much anymore. You're not judging yourself as much. You're surrendering. You're taking a deep breath and you're saying, hey, let me just go out and play. Maybe someone was overprotective here, walking on their toes constantly due to maybe a past experience, and they're finding ways how to deal with it better so they can experience the joy in their life. Maybe someone was attacked before, maybe someone was abused before, and that's natural reaction for them now, and they're finding ways how to deal with it better so that they can enjoy their moments in life instead of Four of Cups, of saying no to happiness. I'm afraid to invite experiences into my life because I feel like something bad is gonna happen. But when I'm resisting new experiences or connections with people, I'm also resisting happiness because I'm completely shutting down to everything. And this is a deep reading, pile 3, so definitely not for all of you. What are you inviting into your life? What is coming your way? I'm hearing no more lies, no more lies, no more confusion, no more hiding in the shadows. Yeah, you're ending a cycle. I'm clarifying the Seven of Swords. And look at the vibe of this card right here. Finding much more connection with your surroundings. And when you find connection, first of all, with yourself, deeper connection, you find deeper connection with what or who surrounds you. And it seems like some people will want to talk about the past experiences that were really hurtful or maybe terrifying even. They might even want to share with other people. Wait. I wouldn't be surprised if these people, pile number 3, at one point written a book in their lives or created a podcast or released videos that talk about the times that were really difficult for them and how they overcame it. What was the turning point? What was realization that freed them from fight or flight mode? That is going to be helpful for those who are younger, those who maybe are not as experienced, or those who do not have tools. Okay, so I'm going to extend this on Patreon. We will see what is the vibe there. And if you need more content, I'll see you on the other side. If you need relationship readings, I have a second channel all down in description box below. And Patrons, I'm gonna release your extended video in the next couple of hours. I'll see you in the next one all.